I've never done a job before where I've been so aware of absolutely every single thing on my body and all of my surroundings as a way to tell the story.
This adaptation is highly stylized.
What we were trying to achieve was something uniquely period in a way that other people hadn't done before.
When you watch this film, the aesthetic will be the running force.
In the Regency period and the Georgian period, color was how you showed your wealth. So I did exaggerate it a little bit.
Autumn pushed everybody to go a bolder but a really elegant look.
Our location manager, Helen Nensnut, she had to find locations that hadn't been used too much before, which is incredibly difficult because a lot of these properties are National Trust. You can't touch them.
Pray, let's go in here. That I may prove myself to be a true citizen of Highbury, I must buy something.
When I read the script and how the haberdashery, you could look out the window and see this going on and that going on in the village, it did strike me that we might have to cheat that. And then Helen just said, oh, I think I found the right place. And also, I don't think anybody's filmed there before, and I could not believe it. It was just perfect. This shop had a window on the whole village.
I saw you through the window. I saw you through the window.
But the inside was just a town hall, and then we built a set within it, this beautiful haberdasher. The Georgians really loved painting furniture and painting panelling, so everything was much brighter and lighter. So rather than doing shop fittings that were like dark, we wanted to make them bright and colourful, so we did lovely painted coloured units. It was a total transformation.
We must have you all to Hartfield.
Oh, Mother, do you hear? Miss Woodhouse has invited us to Hartfield!
The major task when we were finding the locations was Emma's house, Hartfield. What was amazing about our main location for a place is that it is a Tudor house with a Georgian Baroque building added onto it. And since that period, they haven't really changed. The house is pretty much preserved as it was in the late 18th century. And then we did some beautiful wallpaper, and we stuck painted panels on the walls to inject these gorgeous colours into the film.
We were just so lucky to get that location. You could walk from room to room in that house, and there wasn't a feeling of being on set or off set. It was just the whole house was dressed from top to bottom, and it just feels really natural.
A house of our own. Where is the advantage of a house of our own? This is 3 times as low.
The critical thing is trying to coordinate the costume and the colour of the design together. So I think the colour aesthetic was one thing, and also not so much from a design perspective, but the aesthetic of fun and humour as well.
Mother, you must sample the tart.
Everything is grounded in truth and grounded in rules and regulations of the time. And they live in this bubble.
We have all these sort of society moments where all the rules apply about how people engage with each other, and these dinners and balls and things like that.
Is this not pleasant?
The costumes befit the rules. They're hard to wear, you know, they're not comfortable.
This is the first period movie that I've ever done, and I've always wanted to do one. And one of the main reasons was because I've always been such a fan of the costumes and the hair that is involved in it. Then you go to set and you're in hair and makeup for a good 2 hours every day. And to get dressed to that extent was a real bridge in my understanding of what a girl of the Regency era would have had to have gone through each day.
My house coat, which I'm supposed to relax around the house in, takes 2 people to carry. It's, like, ridiculous, but, you know, it looks great.
It can be ridiculous to our eyes, but in that moment, in that world, for those people, that's how they live by. An inn of this size must have a ballroom, and where there is a ballroom, there can be a ball. It's a beautiful, bombastic, otherworldly film, and it's a trance, it's a trip when you go into that world.